Do you have little sniffers over there? Munchy boy. Look at you, your little molt's coming through again, isn't it? I grab some tufts. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, cow. Good morning, Bulba. Morning, Palin. How we do? It is bloomin' warm today. Bloomin' warm. Good morning, Ginge. Carl, thank you very much. Oh, Twitch connection has expired. Please log out and back into Streamlabs. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for the 51 months. Long time since I've seen Banu. And Sapphire, thank you very much for the 25 months. Good morning. How are you doing? How's it going? Good morning, Minion and Max and Limewood and Rob and Mazira. Oh, and Rob. And Rob. And Megalomaniac and Thomas. How are you all? I am hoping to have a slightly less scrumpled day. Oh, sorry, Gerry. No, I distracted him because I was stealing his floof. Hang on, Fifi. Let me take some of this away. You will get it. Don't worry. Just gotta have to wait for baby boy to be ready for his again. Yeah, good morning, Lazy Vat. Morning, Zara. But under the weather from the heat. Yeah, I've been like, why am I so tired? And I'm like, oh, it's just the warm. It just do be too warm, doesn't it, Fifi? Not that it's stopping her being an absolute gremlin. Good morning, Dave. But yeah, oh my gosh, something about last night was also making all the seagulls kick off. That's where I woke up. It must have been like 4 in the morning or something. And it sounded like there was 100 seagulls outside. They were just going crazy. I don't know what was happening. Oh, go on then. You can have another one because you're so adorable. There you go. Get yourself an ice pod. I need it. Sleeping on top of the covers with the window open is still struggling. Yeah, we're quite lucky that the back bedroom stays quite cool. So we sort of treat it as like, that's our summer bedroom. So as soon as it starts getting warmer, we'll move to that one instead. Are you wanting pellets again? There you go, Fifi. Do you want this? Just like to separate it into, you have your rug pellets and then your blankie pellets. But yeah, it's has been boiling. And then yesterday so there was something I wanted to basically there's a recipe I want to make, and it needed a lot of like herbs and spices that I don't usually have. So I was like, okay, do you know what? I'm just going to make this recipe because I've got a spice rack. I can get them, put them in the spice rack. And I wanted to get them from, there's a shop called Preserve, which is like one of those zero waste shops. And so I was like, oh, I didn't realise I could order online from here. So I ordered. And then I spent ages putting them all in. And then when I actually got to the checkout, it was like, where would you like to collect from? And I was like, oh no. All this time I thought maybe they would deliver. So I was like, okay, I'll collect from the Bedminster one, because that's near the office. And, well, nearish. So yesterday I walked to the shop, and basically it turns out that it had moved down to a different road, and I walked all the way to the top of one road in the boiling hot heat, thinking I was getting to the shop, and I was like, the shop isn't here. And then I looked it up and it had moved, and I'd already walked past it. I was like, no. I spent like an extra 5-10 minutes walking in the heat that I didn't need to. Then I went to pick it up. Then I went into another shop because I wanted to I made a brownie the other day, and I was like, oh, Alex has asked me to pick up some cream to it. So I went into, oh, not the top of Park Street, thank goodness. No, that would have been way too much. For people who don't know, Park Street is bloody steep. But I was walking past, there's a shop called VX down in Bedminster, and I had to walk past that to get to where I thought the shop was. So I went in and I was like, oh my gosh, I can get the cream, but there's also like this thing and this thing and this, and they had so many new things in stock. And I was like, I'm going to try all of these things. And I took them to the counter, and then I realized that because I had bought this history tour ticket the night before, I had taken my wallet out of my bag and I hadn't put it back in, so I couldn't actually pay for it, and then I had to just walk around the shop putting everything back where I'd found it. I was really sad because I'd been so excited to try all of these things. And then I was like, well, now I've missed the bus because it took me an extra long time to walk around, so I can't get home in time to stream, so I'll stream in the office. And then I was like, okay, so I'll just get some lunch because I can't go home for lunch. And I was like, wait, no, can't have lunch because I've forgotten my wallet. So all of this has been a lesson to put my card on my phone, and then I can actually pay for things in this instance if I do ever forget my wallet again. The most frustrating thing is that I always used to keep, when I didn't have a wallet, I used to just keep my my cards in my bag, so I'd only ever take one out to buy things and always have another one in there. So it's actually hindered me finally getting a purse. Morning, Chronicle. But yeah, I do need to I need to learn to put it back in my bag when I use it. And I do need to also set up my card on my phone for if I do forget to put it back in my bag. But yeah, organization is the enemy, yeah. The two things that set me up were wanting to learn about Bristol Harbour history and being organised and buying myself a wallet. Before that, the chaos was working out just fine. But thankfully, Alistair saved the day, and he came into town and he bought me lunch, which is very sweet of him. So I was saved, and I did get to have food, which was nice. But then getting home was a bit of a challenge because I was like, again, I've forgotten my wallet. But it's okay because you can buy bus tickets with PayPal. So I was okay in the end. But yeah, when I go to the Carlton in my last apartment, I found I forgot my wallet. Lucky my sister lived just around the corner. I've done it before where I've walked out to the local shop like down the road from us and realised I forgot my wallet, and I had to get them to hold my bags whilst I ran home and ran back again to get to get my card. So again, it would have been helpful to have it on my phone. But yeah, I do need to put it on. I had to either go home and come back too many times. Good morning, Bambi. I always pay on my phone, I just forget it. See, I've always got my phone on me because that's like a nervous habit to have my phone on me. Whereas having my cards on me isn't. Bless you, baby boy. Little baby boy. You were so uncertain. Oh, Fifi. You just pushed right past me. Morning, honey. So yesterday felt a bit of a Monday, even though it was a Tuesday. So I'm lagging behind this week. Sadly not well enough to go home and come back if I find it. Oh, that is poop. That is poop. One time I filled up my car with petrol before I realised I left my wallet at home. That was excruciating. Oh no. It's just too easily done. These sorts of things. Fifi has never been fed, I know. This poor little thing, wasting away. Weighs more than a deer. Okay, that's it, Fifi. That's it. I'm sorry. Oh, I have good news though, because the night before last, I got really worried because Fauna hadn't eaten the food I'd put out for him, and also there were no feetsy prints in the sand, and I was like, okay, this happened before when it was hot. I'll try not to freak out, and I put loads of like cooling stuff inside the tank, because you can do things where you like, I put his terracotta pot that he's got, I put that in the fridge for a few hours, and then I put it in his tank when it got late at night, and I put like a cooling thing on top of the tank and stuff like that. So, and I had to shuffle around so it made a bit more sense. And then there were footsie prints in the sand when I woke up this morning, and I was like, oh, phew. I just get so nervous if I'm like, oh no, is he okay? But yeah, I think sometimes if it's just too hot, they just don't bother getting up, bless them. I had to wait in the petrol station whilst my brother-in-law drove over and paid. Oh no. Morning, sneeze. But yeah, if you underfed Fifi, she gets smaller and smaller, but her ears stay the same. Maybe. I don't think there's any chance of, you're not going to like this, baby boy. I'm sorry. There you go. Sorry, you were a bit snooty. How warm are your ears, actually? Oh, you are quite warm. Wonder if I can get you a, should I get you an ice pod? He doesn't like the ice pod being on his blanket, though. He gets a bit upset about it. Maybe I'll get it for now, just in case. Just in case. Do they like fans? Yeah, bunnies can have like oscillating fans. There you go. He tries to throw it away when it's on his blankie. He just tries to like move it all the time. But maybe as it is very warm today, he'll accept it. No, he's decided he doesn't want to be on the blankie if the ice pod is on it. I can leave it there, and then if I move it in a bit, hopefully the blankie will be cool enough. Morning, Ducky. But yeah, I keep on meaning to get like a little fan for the bunnies just to have in their room. Just to keep them a little bit cooler. It's quite funny when Gerry has a fan on him though, because he does look a bit like a 80s hair metal when his mane is blowing around everywhere. He looks very cool in both senses of the word. Oh, Gerry. Don't get angry at the blankie, it's okay. You just nibbled a hole in it? He has. Furious. Absolutely furious that it would dare have an ice pod on it. Fans do mean cables, but we have there's like a little cabinet next to the bunny's room, so I can just put it up on there and like face it downwards. That's what I used to do with their old fan, but it broke. Or sometimes I just have the fence closed and have it like going through there. Morning, Anu. He is angry. Fifi is just very patiently waiting for kisses, but I don't know if they're gonna happen. I think he's too busy being angry. Okay, if I move it now, there might be a nice cool patch for you there. Are you Gerry there? Nice and cool, isn't it? No, he still wants it. See, this is... I don't know why it bothers him so much. But he gets really, like, just doesn't like it being on his blankie. Any other blanket is fine. It's just his pink one. Okay. I sometimes wonder, like, does he get warmer by fighting the ice pod or does it still cool him down when he's fighting it? Sometimes he really scratches at it when he's but maybe that's nice on his little hands. There you go, Fifi's getting her kisses, which I feel definitely aren't going to cool her down. Can I sneak this over to you now? There you go. Maybe he won't realise it's behind he. Maybe. Alex has gone into the office today, so hopefully he's going to keep nice and cool. But our computer room is just like a bloomin' sauna. Would it work if placed under the blanket? I mean, it's quite a fleecy one, this. It would keep it a little bit cool. But I think he would still get angry at it. I think he's just very particular about this one. The little recording rooms do have AC. I was lovely and cool yesterday. Hang on, there you go. When I streamed in the office, I was actually cold yesterday when I was in there, which was a new experience at this time of year. Oh, you've done a really big snoot. Blessy. You needed to shift that, didn't you? You must have been tickling your nose somewhat. We shadow my bedroom windows and curtains all day to keep it cool until later. Yeah, that's what they say to do, isn't it? Like, have your curtains and windows closed throughout the day and then open everything up at night when it's cooled down. Oh, there you go. He's accepted it. Oh, Fifi. Fifi's just getting smushed along. You realising the ice pod isn't so bad now? Hmm? Oh, bless him. This is what to do when it's this type of weather. This is probably going to be the rest of the bun stream now. It will just be this. Just be a couple of little bunny puddles melting into the ice pod. Problem is when you turn on your PC, yeah. Oh my gosh. Do you know what else is a problem? Rob already knows this dark secret of mine because I showed him a screenshot last night. But I got talked into playing WoW last night. So I can't believe I just stayed up late playing WoW. What year is this? We started playing. We decided everyone should be orcs and trolls because they have the same starting area, so we could all start together. 2007 again it is. One and don't see. So yeah, we started. I don't know if I don't know how long we'll play for. We might get away with just, paying for a month, getting it out our system, not having to worry. But we've got good positive messages for our names. Like my character is called, we're all trolls apart from Alex, who's an orc, but my character is clean your teeth, and then Alex is eat your greens, and then Tom is stay in school. So we've all got good vibes. But yeah, what class did I pick? I am a hunter. Uh, so as soon as I get a pet, that'll be it for me. I'll be addicted. I'll have a commitment then. But yeah, I thought I'd give in because I always give in a bit too late when everyone is sort of on the end of their attention. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to get in early. If this is what we're doing, I'll get in early and be there for the beginning. So we've all started together. But what was I going to say? And I did sort of tell Rithian and Kirsty, and there were no comments about how I've gone back to WoW before going back to Final Fantasy, so I think I got away with it. But then again, I did just post a screenshot of our names, so they might have thought I had just found a screenshot and found it funny, and I'd never explicitly said this is me playing, so maybe. But technically they have been told. But yes, I never played RuneScape. I think I just, because I didn't know anyone who played it, I guess it just wasn't one that, like, I don't think I ever really heard of it until the last couple of years. It just never entered my sphere. I used to play, my main MMO was Maple Story. So I guess you probably just like find the one that you know someone else who plays, and then that's the one that you play. You must have heard Sea Shanty 2 though. I think I've only heard that because was that what Kirsty? Oh no, wait. I don't know if I have. I think she has like a thing on her channel that it plays, but I couldn't tell you what it is. I couldn't bring it to memory. But her Jingle Cats was a RuneScape thing, wasn't it? But I didn't get any of the references. I just appreciated Taboo. Expecting a bunny stream, not a loaf stream. Just like everyone else in the UK, they're currently baking. Bless them. But they just get flatter, they don't rise. The yeast must have been faulty. But yeah, I'm not really an MMO person. Like, don't get me wrong, I was back in my Maple Story days. I went through the unhealthy MMO phase of I was more online than in the real world, but I just don't have it in me anymore. I can't do the late nights. I can't do the grind. I get very fed up with being sent around places all the time. So I can't see this lasting very long. I guess sometimes it's just good to get an MMO out of your system. If you ever get that urge, play it for a month. Pay for a month just so you can get it out your system again. But yeah. So, because I was thinking like, oh, whilst I'm paying for it, should I do a stream of it? I was thinking like, no, I can't imagine it would be very exciting to watch. Final Fantasy 14 looks really good, but it's such a time commitment I don't have time for. Yeah, and I think it's one of those things. Maybe I think I feel the same with it like I do with book series, where if I'm playing a game like that, I'm just thinking like, could I just be playing other games? Could I be, spending this money to um like have new experiences? And also, when it starts turning into like a job, because I used to play Red Dead Redemption online, like for a long time. But then as soon as I found my warning sign is as soon as I find myself being like about to go to bed and then thinking, oh no, I've got to go on and do that daily. That's when I'm like, no. Now it's becoming a second job and I don't want to do it anymore. Um, did you give your horse a pun name? And yes, I did. I had three horses in Red Dead. Um, I can't remember what my first horse was called, but it got killed by another player. I mean, they respawn, but it got killed by another player, and I got so upset about it that I wanted to make it so canonically my horse would be reborn in my head and it would be fine if it ever died again. So I got a new horse and I called them Persephone, like Persephone, but Persephone, so that canonically they would come back from the underworld, so that I couldn't get upset about it again. And then I got the biggest horse in the game, and I just called him Big Boy, and he was a large, large man. I loved him. I loved Big Boy. So yeah, those were my horses. He wasn't a pun, he was just a really big boy. I loved he. But yeah, I was in my own teens. I was crazy about Pirates of the Caribbean online. There were so many people playing last night. I mean, I know World of Warcraft is a big game, but I was surprised that there were so many people, and like people kept on talking to us. We weren't on like an RP server or anything, but can't tell if Gerry's enjoying that or no. I think she was doing it to get kisses instead. But yeah, we had one guy who talked to us, and he started talking about like the difficulty of like finding a name, and he kept kneeling before us and being like, "You have all chosen such good names. Me, I am cursed to always have the panic of not deciding a name. In real life, it's easy because your parents name you, but I have not been able to fill the void of a username. Nothing ever sticks." And we were just like, okay. And then at the end, he was like, "You are like daughters to me." We just said, "We will make you proud," and ran away. It's just like crazy little interactions like that. We're like, okay. But yeah, you sure you're not? Yeah, we specifically didn't go on an RP server, but everyone seemed to be role playing anyway. It was very odd. But yeah, but yes. That's I guess the nice stuff about MMOs is those little interactions that you have. Are you playing? Oh, we're playing WoW Classic. Yeah, playing Classic. So the world is all tickety boo. No cataclysms in sight. But yeah, I can't remember when I last played. I think it was when, what was it called? Mists of Pandaria. I think that was when I first played, was when that expansion had just come out, because Alex was like, "I want to play it. Will you start a character?" And I was like, okay. But I was never like big into it. Uh, but yeah, maybe I should get back into MapleStory. I wonder if any of my old guild is still around. I got banned from MapleStory once and I was so sad because I went to university and I was just very shy and I didn't make any friends and I didn't have the internet in my halls until the second term. So for like 4 months, I only had like DVDs that I rented from the library to keep me company and things that I had downloaded from home before I had left. And I and then I was like, okay, I'm going to save up and I'm going to pay to have internet for the second half of the year. So from December when we came back after Christmas, I had internet, so I could finally play MapleStory. And then I got banned for a month, and I was just like, guess I'll just be alone again. I was really sad because I hadn't even done anything. It was like either like I mean, it was, I think I got framed and someone thought they were reporting me for doing something bad, but I was AFK and hadn't done it and someone else had done it and left. But yeah, I was very sad and I didn't have any way to explain to my guild what had happened. So to them I just disappeared. But yes, sad. You did back in my day, you did have to pay for internet connection halls. It was yeah. Like literally halls where I went was such a scam. It was to stay in halls cost pretty much the exact same amount as I got for student loan. So I could pay to live there, but I couldn't afford anything else. So I was sort of just like, well, I've got to go to bed. That was about it. So yeah, then it was terrible as well, the halls. But yes, I don't know if it's any better these days. This was over a decade ago. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's one of those things that we had a lovely flat in Manchester. In my third year, I rented a house with two other people. There was like a notice on the board saying that back in my day you couldn't make phone calls if you're on the internet. Back when I did stay in the house, so I went from halls to staying in a house, and it was a house that you had to top up the electricity with. So we each had to take it in turns to put money in the meter. But it was better than being in halls, that's for sure. But yeah, you didn't want everything to just suddenly turn off because, I mean, we had that in our first flat when we moved to Bristol as well. You'd suddenly, like, you'd go to cook something and then suddenly realise you only had like 20p left on the meter. So you had to go to the shop and buy some electricity so that you could have the heating on. But yeah, you had to crank to generate electricity. At least that would have been free. And exercise. That's like getting a free gym membership. But no. But yeah, this was a very long-winded way of saying that my MMO days are behind me, really. I had a meter house at one point. I remember coming home from work and that whole place was in darkness. I had to palm my way through the house to find the key so I could get it topped up. Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, I guess we'll see how this one goes. I'm definitely never getting back into Final Fantasy. In the US, you had to stay in a dorm the first year unless you had special permission to live with your parents. No, in the UK, I mean, I don't know if it's different in different places, but they don't really care where you live. There's the offer of halls for people who need it, but they never said like you have to be in halls. It was just like they were there as an option. But I don't know if there's like fancy places that would enforce it, but I don't think so. Once you start Final Fantasy, that's very slippery. So, yeah, it's just not for me. I tried it. I did try it for the longest time. Well, not the longest time, because then I'd still be playing it. But if being bunny couldn't get you in, it's got no chance. No, do you know what? I got annoyed because I wanted to be a massive dragon person, but it turns out that only the boy dragons are huge, and for some reason, lady dragon people are teeny tiny. And I was like, why can't I be a big dragon mummy? So that was always a bit of a bugbear for me. Also, Lalafells are creepy, so that's another reason not to get into the game. But yes. Teehee. Tomorrow starts my first day at work. Oh, that's exciting. It's just an introductory stuff for a week. And on the 12th, I start studying for the job and I have to take the accommodations on campus. Oh. What are you going to do about baby girl? Do they have lizard accommodation too? Somewhere Kirsty heard that and she's snarling. Oh no. But yeah. My other time girlfriend spent more time on that game than she did with me. Yeah, I think it's just like it really Tammy will be staying with Anna. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's the thing with trolls as well. Like the boy trolls in WoW have like they're so like big and whereas the lady trolls, they just look like, you know, blue women with tusks. You can't be like gnarled. Like, although they do have terrible posture and it does make me feel uncomfortable to look at the boy trolls because they're so hunched. And I'm just like, stand up straight. I thought Final Fantasy 14 would be right up your alley. No, I think that's what Rydian and Kirsty are hoping. They're hoping that I mean, I don't get the appeal of it. I need someone to explain to me the appeal. And even then, I don't really get it. But it clearly is very good because Money Life, like, it clearly is good because, you know, however many people play it, enjoy it. But I guess it's just different strokes for different folks. The story for me. See, the story for me, like, I think because of the first part not having any voiceover, I just could not bring myself to read all of that. I was just like, I don't have that sort of attention span for very, like, just the only way I can think to describe it is just very flabby language. It's just very like it just goes on. It just goes on and on and on and on. And then they finally started voicing stuff over, and that was okay. And then waffly, yeah, a lot of waffle, not in a good way, not nice waffles. And then I'm happy for you or sorry that it happened. Yeah. Why use 10 words when 60 will do? And then I did sort of start caring a bit about whatever Amaric was on about. Stupid, sexy Amaric, whatever he was talking about. I was interested in the plot during that whole section. Um, Justin did an AMA asking, what really is Bunny? Bunny is love. Bunny is life. Bunny is friend. Bunny is what Bunny does. Bunny. Oh no, I tickled her ears. I tickled her ears. Gerry's using it to his advantage to try and ask for kisses. Very subtly. Oh, he did get little kisses. She's mush. Yeah, the whole, like, I don't even remember what the name of the expansion was, but the Aymeric dragons, blah, 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 that sort of area, I was like, okay, I sort of get it. And then whatever came next, I was like, I immediately don't care what is going on. I think as soon as you put me in an underwater level, my interest plummets. And yeah, I just didn't really care. I liked the whatchamacallit stuff with the fella. That was fun. I've forgotten his name now. But the guy who is silly. I liked his thing. I love how immediately Gerry is happy to match Fifi's freak. Are we digging? Okay, we digging. Hildebrand. Yes, I love Hildebrand. That stuff. If it had have just been a whole game of Hildebrand, I would have played more. But unfortunately, they wanted to have other story in there, and I didn't care for it. I tolerate Hildebrand. He's the best. He's the best character. If the game was entirely Hildebrand and Golden Saucer, chef's kiss. Game of the year. But the rest of it, I could lose it. Didn't care for it. But yeah, gambling and nonsense. That's what I'm here for. Having a very specific naming theme from my chocobos. That was but then again, I've never found a like a JRPG that I like. So I think it's just that, you know, for whatever reason, those games aren't for me. But yes, he's taken offense to it. End of the world, who cares? Who cares? Yeah, I'm the, you know, whatever it's called, the light bringer, the chosen one. But yes, I am just going to spend my time trying to predict which part of this circle I should stand on before I get yeeted. But yeah. I mean, I wonder if out there is an MMO that's for me. But Gerry, what happened? That's gonna fall down and hit you on the head, and it's gonna go bonk, and you're gonna be sad. I'm gonna move it because I don't want to hear the bonk. I will, however, give you your treat. Is that enough of the ice pod he has? He has. Hello. Maybe I should get your treat before you do a flop. Oh. Too late. He's mush. He's mush. Well, at least the blanket's probably nice and cool now. Because yeah, it is nice and cool. I think he does that sometimes. I think he just likes to be where the ice pod was instead of being on top of the ice pod itself. Just smush. There we go. And cool you down a bit. Baby boy. Should have played the Lord of the Rings online back when it was new. Hobbit in the Shire simulator, yeah. But you know, I don't think Final Fantasy 14 is, it's not a bad game. You know, it's clearly very well crafted and very enjoyable for many people, but for whatever reason, you know, it never clicked with me. But I think, you know, I'm, like I said, I think I'm just not really a I think I'm just not really an MMO person. Unless there's one that I've not played and that is the one for me that I would get scarily addicted to and be lost and fully embrace. Poop socks, etc. You know, the full MMO grind. But until that day, no. Ignoring the fact that I've just started playing one again. But that doesn't mean I'm into it. The new flowers in Valia are nice, but I haven't played it much recently after decorating my garden with flowers. Yeah, if there was going to be a game that I, like an MMO I was going to be into, it probably would have been Palia, but I just, yeah, it just wasn't. I think it's just being but my head with so many MMOs, none of them could match WoW for me. Yeah, I guess if you find your one that is keeping you interested, then I mean, I think for me it's also like having that monthly subscription hanging over your head. I think that's the thing that makes you feel like you have to play it, and I never want to feel like I have to play a game. Whereas with MapleStory, I guess the reason I gelled with that one was because it was free to play, but then you could spend money on cosmetic and pets. So I always had like a little dog. Well, not always. Sometimes I treat myself to my little dog. But yeah. Okay, let me get you your treat. A bunnies. A bunnies. Love you. Ooh. Hang on. Come back over here. Come back over here and then come back around here. There we go. There you go. I'll take the rest away until Gerry wants more, okay? Oh, do he want more? Oh, sorry, I was not looking where I was pointing the camera for that moment. There you go, bunnies. You want it? Do you want more coriander? A little bit more? Gerry? There we go. Oh, bunnies. And now a little after snack dig. Why not? That's about potato salad. I mean, strangely enough, I did actually have potato salad the other day on Thursday. But I can't say it's ever really something that I've never made one. And we just watched potato salad. Huh? Huh? Wait, what do you mean? Huh? Confusion. Confusion. Like was there an ad that popped up? Gerry is potato. Oh, and he's eating salad? So is that potato salad? Oh, okay. Okay. If ever I'm eating a bag of chips and my sister asks me what I'm having, I'll say to her that I'm having potato salad because it's got the salad in the name. Oh, was there a potato salad debate on Kirsty's stream? I mean, I like mayonnaise and I like potatoes, and as far as I know, that's the whole thing. So I don't think I wouldn't like it, but I just don't think I would. I mean, if someone said to me, "You'll never eat potato salad again," I would just be like, okay. But if someone said to me, "Would you like some potato salad?" I'd be like, okay. So I'm very ambivalent. But yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's just I don't really. I guess when I have a salad, I really like crunchy. Like for me, the perfect salad is like crunchy lettuce, cherry tomatoes, spring onions, cucumber. That's like chef's kiss. Maybe something else in there. Maybe a little bit of mayo, but preferably a little bit of lemon juice. Oh, bit of black pepper on top. Nom 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 nom. That's like what I want when I want salad. But I did happen to go to, there's a place called Herbivore in town, and I always get toasties from there whenever I go. And I was like, oh, I'll actually try the salad. And that had potato salad in it. And it was nice, but yeah, I think I just don't really think about it very often. I could not tell you the last time I had potato salad before having it the other day. In fact, I couldn't really even tell you if I've ever had it before. Artichoke. I don't think I like artichoke. I think I had it on pizza once, and I was just like, I don't think I like capers either. But I don't know if I've ever had capers. I don't know if I just assume capers are going to taste like olives and then never ate them. I don't think I know what a caper is, other than having a frolic in the woods. but I don't think I've had. It does remind me of Wallace and Gromit, though, when they're like, "Kiss my artichoke." I don't like pickles, so I imagine I wouldn't like dill pickles, but I don't really like pickled things. Capers do not taste like olives. What are capers? What do they be? What do they be? I think I had maybe basically I had a pizza once and I think it had capers and artichoke on it, and there was something I didn't like on it, and I assumed it was either one or both of those, and then I didn't have them again. Capers are a bit soury and salty. Yeah, there was something really salty on it that I was just like, blah, 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 blah. I did not like. For the longest time, I thought capers were fit. I sometimes get confused with thinking that artichoke. Sometimes I'll see that and I'll be like, is that the fish? And I'm like, no, I'm thinking of anchovy. But yeah. Oh my gosh, I just seen the time. Gerry, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What doing? What doing? What you doing? I don't think he knows what he's doing. And I guess I should head off and have some toast. And it's just okay. It's gone 11. You've had your Gerry fill now. I'm putting him away. There you go. No more Gerry. Back in his box. There he goes. Oh, baby boy. Oh, blessy. Oh, blessy. Boop, 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 boop. It's okay. He can carry on. He can carry on digging his blankie. I've just distracted him with cuddles. Rob, can you... I don't know if Rob's busy. I see Holly Trout. You can go to Holly. We can go to Holly. Turn your ice pod. No. Why are you in such a funny mood today, baby boy? Why are you in such a funny mood? What's going on in Gerryville? You don't know. You don't know. He is full of sass. He's a sassy little guy. Do you want the final bit of mint? Yeah, you do. I'm going to put your floof on your face. Well, everyone, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I think I'm going to play Farming Sim later. So, I might join on there. I think Hat Films are going to have their server open or something, so I might sneak on there. Oh. Do you want the last bit of coriander? There you go. Enjoy. But yeah, I guess I shall do that. Fifi, do you want this? So, yep. But yes, look after yourselves and be good and stay cool and stay hydrated and look after yourselves. I already said that one. But I will speak to you soon. I'm going to go lie down on a human-sized ice pod now until stream time. Bye-bye for now, everyone. Bye-bye. You're in a little nest of your own making. What's this? What's this lump? What's this lump? Oh. Do you want to pellet? No. You look like a guinea pig when you do that. Okay. Do you want this pellet? No. Okay. Thank you, cow. Bye-bye. A boop.